Good morning, 30 Days, and welcome back to 30 Days, 15 Minutes for the Entrepreneur, brought to you by Deeds Be Done. Deeds Be Done is a home services platform that connects home service providers like cleaners or housekeepers or plumbers or electricians, any service that a homeowner would need through to the clients that are looking for your expertise. Visit our website today at www.easybedone.com if you'd like to become one of our providers or sign up for our mailing list for exciting information about our launch. I am Ursula Dunn, and I'm the owner of Easy Be Done. I will also be your host for the remaining 7 days, can you believe it, of 30 days, 15 minutes for the entrepreneur. The format follows a topic of the day, inspirational quote, case study, and tips. Promise to take only 15 minutes of your time. I'm sorry, but there will be homework. I like to give a little assignment to reflect upon the day's topic so that you have something tangible at the end of the 30 days to either launch or start your business, inspiration on the business that you're currently involved in. Unfortunately, it's not interactive due to the time constraints. However, I do offer a free 30-minute virtual coffee session with myself where we can discuss the topic of the day or a problem you're having with your business or even the weather. Whatever you like to discuss, it's up to you. If you'd like to take advantage of that, please email me at info@easybedone.com. I also want to remind you guys that day 29 is the viewer's choice topic. So if there is something that you would like me to cover that wasn't covered in the 30 days, send me an email at info@easybedone.com and I will select one of the topics from my viewer's choice suggestion. Today's topic is marketing mix. So this is a really good topic. I love this aspect of business. Marketing really appeals to me. Our quote for today is people want to do business with you because you help them get what they want. They don't do business with you to help you get what you want. If you guys keep this in mind as you're developing your marketing plan, you will be successful because people don't want to be marketed for things that they don't need. But if you understand your consumer really, really well and you tailor your marketing messages and advertising to the needs of your customer, you will get exactly what you want. Today's case study is Nivea. They launched in 2005. Well, their company goes back to the early 1900s, but in 2005, they launched a skincare product specifically for girls ages 13 to 19. So I chose this because it is a very great example of a marketing mix deployed very well. So having the launch was in 2005. They launched this product and they needed to develop something with a very well balanced and relevant marketing mix because they were appealing to a young demographic, a very specific demographic of 13 and 19-year-olds. In its initial launch in 2005, it had to relaunch again in 2007 based on research and information that they got from their original launch. So this is an example of, okay, what we did in 2005 may not have been the right thing to do. So we're going to relaunch. We're going to go back to the drawing board, address what our customers need, and then relaunch. So that is okay. I wanted to make sure you guys understood that just because it may not have worked when you first launched, go back to the drawing board, try again, and then relaunch. So the marketing mix consists of the 4 P's, which are product, price, promotion, and place. So I'm going to use this example to drive home those aspects, and then I'll talk a little bit more about them later. So when they did the product launch, so when they focused on their product, they did research to try to understand the very constantly evolving market of 13 to 19-year-old girls and that consumer dynamic. So through their research, it became clear to them that young consumers wanted a product that addressed the skin needs of their age category. They needed a beautifying regime for daily use rather than the medicated products which saturated the market at that time. So they saw an opportunity that was underserved for this age group in providing that daily beautifying regime. The latter is like the you guys could probably guess the latter of the medicated facial creams and things like that are very, very saturated. So the product was subsequently redesigned to meet these specialized requirements. So they also designed some very environmentally efficient packaging to reduce waste. They use more natural products in the new formulation that they came out with, and they use recyclable plastic to meet their environmental commitment. So in designing the product, they not only looked at, consumer needs, but they also looked at their mission and vision as far as being environmentally friendly. So for the price, after the first launch, they had to raise the price a little higher to account for this new formulation and the better packaging. And they extended the range of the products. Since the products were being bought by the kids' mothers, it remained low enough to remain good value for the money. But effective pricing meant that this product became like 7% of the net sales for the Nivea placement. So they sold this mostly they targeted retailers, grocery stores, where these kids would be shopping or their parents. Retail stores accounted for about 65% of their sales. They did not have an online presence. And they sold through wholesalers rather than having to directly sell to smaller retailers, which cut down on costs for them as well. And in their promotions, it really looked at the actual lifestyle of their target market. And so they didn't go with usual suspects of television marketing because of the one-way transaction of it. They had sample sales, so the samples were key to promoting the product, giving people the opportunity to try it. They had an online interactive magazine, which was fun and young and independent, appealing to that age group. And then the company also maintained a very strong presence on social media, the popular social media networks like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. This use of new media ensured that the brand that it increased the brand awareness and association among that target market. So you see how all four of those things kind of work together to create your marketing mix and the result in getting the sales and meeting your customers where they are. So the 4Ps, this concept was, it was launched in the 1950s, so it's nothing new. In fact, it has evolved over the years to add 3 additional Ps, and there's a 4Cs. However, for the purposes of today's time constraint, I'm only going to do the original 4Ps. But there are additional add-ons that if you're interested in, you can look it up on the internet fairly easily. So, the product, that's your physical good or your tangible service consumers are willing to purchase. Your price, that's going to be linked to the value of the product, real and perceived. Directly impacts the sales of your product. So if you price it too high, people are not going to buy it. If you price it too low, the conceived value of that product might deter people from buying it. So getting the pricing right is something that you really, really need to get right. You also want to consider your cost when you're pricing your product or service, as that's going to impact your profit margins. And you have to consider your supply chain. You have to consider the demand and marketing strategy that you have to implement when you're costing or you're putting your pricing in place. All of these costs are going to be something that you're going to want to recoup in your pricing. Otherwise, you will lose money, and we don't want to do that. So you also want to look at similar products or brands and how they're positioned in the market and what the varying prices are. And then you want to look at the positioning of your competitors. Also consider that you might want to do discounts. If you're going through a wholesaler, you're going to have to do wholesaling prices. Is your product a luxury item? Or, is it going to be a value item? These are all things that you want to consider in your pricing model. So promotion, so that is your marketing strategy and the techniques that you're going to use to market your product. And that is including like advertising, public relations, social media marketing, email marketing, which is something that is really key to to your promotion of your product, search engine marketing, video marketing, and more. Each touch point should support and well position your brand to really truly maximize any return on your investment. The goal of promoting your product is to reveal to your consumers why they need it and why they should pay a certain price for it. It must be suitable for the product. The price and the end user is being marketed to. So product placement in films or TV or et cetera might be something you look at, as well as something I forgot to mention in the list of different types of marketing. Place. So places marketing is about putting the right product at the right place at the right time. So place is very important. You want to be where your consumers are and where they're likely to purchase your products. If it's brick and mortar, if it is online, if it's at trade shows, you want to definitely be in those places where your consumers are going to be to purchase that product. So you want to consider that before you launch as well. And these four elements, they're very interdependent. They need to be planned in conjunction with one another in order to complement and align with each other. So you want to look at all these as a whole. They're individual pieces, but they have to work together in order to hit your targets for sales and profitability and customer satisfaction. This is a living process. So once you've created your marketing mix, it doesn't have to stay stagnant. You need to constantly be looking at it because you want to look at trends in the market. You want to look at consumer behavior and purchase behavior and adjust your marketing mix as needed. So don't feel like just because you've created one marketing strategy, you put this that is made in stone. You always want to go back and refresh, just like Nivea did. They saw when they launched in 2005, it just wasn't hitting what they needed to hit. So they went back to the drawing board and then relaunched again. That is perfectly fine. And the last piece of advice that I want to give you about your marketing mix is always stay customer focused. Just like our quote said, it's not about you, it is about your consumer. Keep your consumer in mind. Remember how we said it's very important to have that customer persona, have that research that you do on your consumer, know their habits, know their likes, their dislikes, know everything you can about your consumer. That way your marketing mix can cater to your consumer. All right, so for homework, we are going to, so for the rest of the week, we are going to look at promotion and pricing because those are the two things that I think we really need to get right and that deserve a little bit more time. We're also going to look at social media and how important that is to your promotion as well. So I didn't really go into detail on those today. Just wanted to give you guys an overview of what a marketing mix is. So having said that, because we're going to look at product, we're going to look at price and promotion. We're not going to get too much into product. How about you just write where will you meet your customers for your products? So think about place and think about your consumers. We've already done our customer personas. We've done our research on our customers, hopefully. And we want to figure out where can I meet my customers? Where am I going to market to my customers and sell to my customers? That is today's homework for you guys. Don't forget, if you have a topic, to email me for the viewer's choice. And I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Hope to see you tomorrow where we will discuss products. Have a great day, 30 Dayers.